Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining Tara's Soul Tarot. This is my very first video. I'm going to do a collective read for the new moon in Leo and see what the energy is all about. So we're going to go into this. These readings are for your soul journey, your manifestation journey, and guidance that will help you along your journey for ascension, awakening, manifestation, transformation. Okay, so we're going to look at a collective message here. This is all signs, all general, applicable for all signs, I should say. General reading. Let's get into this for Leo. New moon in Leo, I should say. New moon in Leo. Collective. You have believe in the impossible, which is a beautiful, beautiful card, and surrender to the divine. Okay, so I also did look at the bottom of the deck, and we have a new romantic cycle begins. For some of you, it could be love. It could be love here that is starting. So as I record this video, we do have several planets in retrograde. We are going to have Mercury in retrograde on the 23rd, as well as I think it's Uranus in retrograde this month in August. We have the new moon in Leo following the 8/8 portal and that full moon in Aquarius on the 1st that we had, which was very, very, very transformative. And then this new moon in Leo is an extension of that very transformative period that we had following the 8/8 Lionsgate portal, moving more into our authentic self, highlighting areas of expression, courage, creativity, passion, the ego versus our true authentic self. And when we are very aligned with who we really are, our voice, our expression, ability to express our power not from the ego, from our internal pure self, then we rise higher, we elevate, we experience all that we can experience based on our connectedness with ourselves, with source, with very, very powerful manifestation abilities. And the creative aspect of Leo is part creative, creating from our place of passion. So this is a very, very powerful time that we're in right now, moving into this new moon in Leo. So even though new moons are all about manifestation and setting new intentions and connecting, having a pause without the sun reflecting off the moon onto the earth, we have a pause. We have a pause to reflect inward. We have a pause to connect with ourselves and connect with what we want to manifest, connect with our intentions of our future. So the messages here is believe in the impossible and surrender to the divine. So you have the blue moon, we have two full moon essentially, and believe in the impossible is a very nice message of once in a blue moon, something very special that is happening for you right now and for the collective. And like I said, this is a very opportune time, and surrender to the divine is being able to let go. And actually, as we move into the new moon, there is a pause of energetic, of energy as we prepare for the new moon, where basically the earth is a bit quiet. It's a very fertile time for planting seeds. It's a time for manifestation, creation. So this is the lead up when we move into that time of stillness. It's all around the practice of surrender. It's a very important time to practice surrender, even though this is listed under the full moon. It's okay. It's all the practice. It's the practice of where can you surrender more? How can you let go? And letting go isn't stopping doing the work. It is energetically taking the pressure off, the expectations, the need, the want, even in ego check-in, we have the 16th. It's a karmic debt number in numerology, which is a bit of the fall of the ego. It's the cycles of death and rebirth. And when we go through the cycles of death and rebirth, when we go through the process of awakening, we do address our ego. We are faced with our ego. So there's this practice right now of letting go, and returning to ourself, letting go and believing and trusting the process that something very special is happening for you right now. So how can you let go and trust the process more is what this is saying. And the new romantic cycle begins. Could be new love showing up. We have new love opportunity here for some of you. Could be a relationship, it doesn't have to be romance, even though I know this is highlighted in romance, but we have the scales. And with the South Node now in Libra, it could be a balance of relationships, maybe karmic relationships coming into balance. A new love interest, yes, absolutely could be showing up, even though we do have Venus in retrograde. That it's definitely a possibility. So I'm going to go into the 7 Energies Oracle as well to see a collective message for the new moon in Leo. Spirit of gratitude. Yeah, so this is the energy of gratitude is a very powerful place to be in when you are manifesting, right? So this is a very, very nice energy. It's almost just saying, it's saying, relax, be in the state of gratitude, surrender to the divine, and believe in the impossible. That's all this is. It's really saying this is a beautiful time just to take the pressure off, connect with your true self, and feel into the possibilities based on what has worked for you, based on looking at the good of things. It's easy to look at what isn't working. And that's kind of our old habitual programs kicking in when we look at things that aren't working, when we're in a bit of the negative mindset. So it's a flip of the switch, it's stepping into or shifting the perception to look at something with gratitude, with positivity. And when you see things that you are grateful for, you get more things to be grateful for. That's how it works. That's how manifestation works. So I'm going to go into the tarot here and see what this is all about. So I'm going to leave that one there. We're going to go into the tarot now. For the collective, I already shuffled actually, so I'll just leave it here. Let's go under the believe in the impossible. Yeah, there you go. Page of Fire. Judgment. Two of Pentacles under the spirit of gratitude. Death. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups under surrender to the divine. Five of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. I'll move these up so you can see them a bit better. This is a new layout for me, so just bear with me here while I get my layouts figured out a little bit better. And then we'll go under a new romantic cycle begins. A little bit of a love reading there. Ten of Wands. Hierophant. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Magician at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Swords to the Six of Wands. Let's go into your challenge. What is in the shadow? The shadow aspect. Queen of Cups. Guidance. Okay, so I'll look at those later. And I'll look at these later. Okay, so we have here under believe in the impossible. It's all about moving forward now with this new moon. It's all about trusting yourself with the Page of the Page of Fire. And the judgment is all about rising higher. It's a time to break free from limitations, from past patterns, from anything that's holding you back, and to move into trusting yourself, believing in the impossible. That's what this is. And the impossible is your belief within yourself, that connectedness with your ability to create and manifest accordingly. So sorry about the noise out there. Judgment is this. It's all about rising higher. It's all about rising higher. So preparing to enter a new level within yourself, within your manifestations, within your life, rising higher, cutting out old, like I said, old ties, habits, beliefs, reassessing and making that judgment call, really saying, yes, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to embark on something greater. I'm ready to step forward. The Two of Pentacles, you might be weighing things out during this new moon. You may have a lot of responsibilities. You may have a lot on your plate, juggling between things, but this definitely seems like a time to just follow your passion, really, especially with this Leo new moon. You have death, okay, under spirit of gratitude. Knight of Swords. You may have gone through a time of death and rebirth recently. There may be the old, especially with judgment, falling away. There may have been a time that you went through over the last couple of weeks that has been very uncomfortable. It may have been very unsettling, but now you're going to have clarity moving out of that. You're going to know exactly what to do. You're going to move towards what you are in alignment with, what makes you happy, where you can find greater sense of fulfillment and alignment within yourself, and you're going to make this move. It's going to be an internal knowing. It's a good time for risk. It's a good time for, I mean, it may even come to you. It may be word that might come to you as an offer or as an opportunity, or you might be making a move or taking a risk towards something of great value. And it is very much of leaving something behind. So leaving the old behind, of the Eight of Cups, of just what doesn't serve anymore, moving towards something greater, something better. All right, under the surrender to the divine, universe is saying surrender to the divine because something is starting to develop. You have the the Ace of Pentacles here. Something is starting to develop. Surrender, let go of the thoughts, let go of any, maybe even something needs to be cut out, perhaps, in order for you to create this. This could be even negative thoughts. It could be limitations within self. It could be a situation or a person, perhaps. But there is something coming in here. Now, it could be a relationship. If it is a relationship you're interested in, maybe there was a confrontation or something that went off balance that now is going to reignite, I guess, in a way, or reestablish. Is that even a word? I don't know, but it is building something concrete and something stable. Someone coming in. You have Cancer energy here, so this could be Cancer, water. Could be water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it is something around love and following your heart. So surrender. There's something happening in the background here, and it may be rebuilding something out of what has happened here. Maybe a bit of a conflict, or maybe there was closure on something, or someone walked away, but now the heart is opening and there's going to be an expression of the heart. That's on the relationship side. If it's not relationship side, then it's going to be yourself building and following your heart, building what you love, something that you're connected with from a creative standpoint, from a love standpoint, something where you feel like you love, you're following your heart, essentially, to what you want to build, to what you want to create. The new romantic cycle begins. Okay, those looking for a relationship, or not looking, but feeling like it's, around you or about to jump in here at some time, you have the new romantic cycle begins with the 10 of Fire, Hierophant, and the 3 of Coins. Okay, so you could have someone really stable coming in, wanting to build something with you, someone serious, someone who has maybe their shit together, essentially. They want to build something new. They are going to invest. They are probably a little bit more traditional, working together really well. They could be have a level of success, very good at working with others or with yourself. And it's going to allow for an old chapter to die. One chapter that may have been very long and drawn out, maybe a lot of struggle with relationships, or this particular relationship. You're coming to the end of carrying a lot of burdens and a lot of weight. So if this is not a relationship with a person, it is going to be balance brought in by working with others in some kind of context. And again, the same applies for the cycle that you've been in, carrying a lot of weight, a lot of uncertainty. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we also had the Magician, the 6 of Air, and the 6 of, two sixes. 6 of Air, 6 of Fire. Okay, so Magician, yes, it is a new cycle for manifestation under this new moon, and it is going to allow you to move away from the old. So you are going to be moving away from the old towards a victory. So for some of you, you are going to be manifesting a victory. You are going to be manifesting being seen and recognized, maybe in the public space, in the public eye, creating a pathway towards victory from moving away from the old in some form. So it could be old patterns, old situations. Maybe it's an evolution towards something greater. Now it could be relationship too. You do have 2 people in the boat. So this could be moving towards new waters, new land, which is going to be a victory, right? So you have the Magician. So it's a time of creation. It's a time, very nice energy here around this. It's very transitional. I feel for a lot of you, the challenge through this, I like to look at a challenge as well, just for the full picture. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, there could have been, if it's on a relationship front, there could have been holding in the heart, being very guarded, not letting love in. Could be blocking a relationship, or even maybe very emotional time that you've been in. Maybe a lot of emotions with maybe a relationship or relationships. Maybe even blocking your connectedness with others, wanting to spend time by yourself away from having deep connections with others, or maybe love. But your guidance is the Emperor. Now, it could be letting love in of a divine masculine, or you being maybe the divine masculine and powering up, you know, and stepping into the role of either leadership or creation or confidence. I want to say confidence. You know, maybe it's something that needs to be let go of and let the emotions subside so that you can step into your power, so that you can become more confident, so that you can maybe even be more of a provider for yourself or for others in some kind of way, or be more strategic with your work or with what you're wanting to create, something of that nature. So it could be saying get out of the emotions. Maybe it's time that the emotions have run its course, and now it's saying kind of boss up, you know, level up with this new moon in Leo for manifestation. All right there. So I am wishing you all the best during this new moon and beyond. And until next time, I will be seeing you again. Take care.